No one's surprised. This is just the top lane matchup we are going to get every game.
I kind of wished it was Gnar. I don't know why. Just felt like perfect Gnar could have been a bit of a difference maker. I feel like K'Sante, Skarner comes. Peanut started off the grubs. B2D trying to keep Zeka out of here. Is Peanut just going to settle for one by the looks of things? He's settling for the one.
Yep, taking that one always important because of the extra XP you get. Peanut happy to do that. Keep pretty close to the Zyra in terms of farm. But with the Faded Ashes in inventory, this is a point
idea. Peanut isn't in the areas. Okay, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and that is the cash in for Deft. So still has that lead there. Gold well and truly even. Maybe not anymore as Pyosik gonna get a bit of a taste of his own medicine. And he will be taken.
Surely you must have known Perfect was nearby, and it's K'Sante. He can always interrupt it.
Yeah.
Might be a tricky dive, but it looks like he's just going to back away.
Well, Doran is going to crash into the wall and does get the Impale onto the K'Sante. Remember, there's no all out, and he's going to get permanently frosted and taken down. Should be 4-2. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get there at all on the side of KT.
Yeah, I'd like to see KT pick... This could be a little dangerous.
Yeah, that is a teleport of all time, absolutely. As Perfect is going to get crashed into. He is pretty tanky. Does get a bit of a push away there as Doran not going to be able to tank anymore. Permafrost comes in, Viper slowed down. The health bar is very low, and yeah, he's just taking a beating. He does have his Crossfire Gauntlet, and Beryl is turning up here as well. Level 7, he does finally fall, and the Solar Flare was... Plants are going to be set up here as KT still haven't pulled the trigger just yet. Look out for the Solar Flare to start this one up as Beryl walking on in there. That's going to be the Glacial Prison, and Peanut, he's able to lock down the Rift Herald. Stranglethorns does absolutely nothing, and Doran just impales Beryl. It's a complete and utter catastrophe for KT. One after the other, Mario is diving over the top of them, and B2D can do nothing. It's a clean ace. And a complete belly flop from KT.
I really don't think they should have let Zeka get Tristana, and they are paying for it now. I mean, the team fight started so well for them, but five ability haze coming in.
Oh, wait, doesn't it give you an extra life?
If only.
Yeah.
If only.
Not going to get hit by the Glacial Prison. They'll be happy with that. Not so happy with the fact that the Rift Herald just tore down their inner turret. HLE Esports are continuing the siege on this bottom side. The craziest thing about this is Perfect is going to go somewhat aggressive. See what he can actually find here as a blender seems to be the answer. Delight's the one that ends up locking down the kill in the end. But Perfect, I think, probably wondering where any teammates at all are.
Yeah, I feel like that's been a consistent theme for Perfect. And you know, there was the earlier one where I said, you know, this might have actually worked out okay. This one didn't.
No.
You know, and I think out of those 4 deaths, there's only one that I can kind of excuse.
I was trying to become the solution so much that I became the problem.
Can they? I think they can just burst it down before he gets there.
Beryl trying to get in there. Nice Magnus Storm there from Delight just to play keeper. They will be able to get rid of Pyosik. Whirling Death not really doing. Maybe we just keep building to the email.
Yeah.
As time goes on.
You know for a fact, instant trap.
Except not about this game. This game's over. It's going to be an inhibitor going down. Zeka does so much damage. 3 items completed here. Crit Cloak as well. That's only making that Infinity Edge feel even better.
Yeah, and KT are just trying to clear the waves and probably thinking about game 2 right now.
Yep. Or dinner. Something like that. I don't think thinking about this game is really worth their time at this point. As they might go for one last-ditch effort. See whether they can find something.
I think the hope is that HLE Esports jump into them. Maybe they get a big Zyra ult.
Yep.
That's your best hope to maybe get a couple of kills.
They are going to jump into them. Let's see whether it actually works out here, though, as Perfect is able to get out. Beryl not so lucky. And great Captain Jack there from Deft, but he's still down extraordinarily low. Stranglethorns landing on more than nothing, but still going to be Pyosik falling immediately. And look at this. So many beads, so many pictures of beads all over the ground as Zeka, all the range in the world, will be taking down Nexus turrets now. And he does get engaged on by Perfect, looks for the all-out, tries to get in there, just wants to kill the Tristana, but he's not going to be able to do so. Deft gets rocks thrown at him, he's on the fountain, the Nexus is dead. HLE Esports, a statement game 1 against KT. Oh, Fiddlesticks! Okay, well that's a different one. Peanut just demonstrating that he does indeed still attend the kitchen at some points in time. So
that would make me sound very uninformed.
And I've always really wanted to go to Egypt, and I haven't done a lot of research on it, you know?
Yeah, so there's any experts on Egyptian ecology who are listening right now?
Yeah, that'd be really, really good. And we'll get to that right after we get to the Nautilus lore.
Yeah, we've got a list of topics to bin through.
Yeah, there's certainly, yeah. Maybe we'll just have to make a YouTube channel, you know, I don't know. I've done that before, though, and it was always pretty disappointing. Okay, Zeka taking a lot of damage. Pyoshik here in the nick of time. Flash out from Zeka. Banana control. That's what it's all about. That's what you need. And Peanut be able to get the cannon. Is Hook going to connect onto Delight? Let's see whether he has to use the Unbreakable Will. There's the knock-up, and he does use it. Ultimate comes out from Deft. Unbreakable Will still running for now, but the Stranglethorns, that's going to help lock this one down, and in comes Peanut. There's the Crow Storm. Barrel going to be taken down first, so they return the favor. Esports, 3 already picked up by KT, so wanting to return that one is okay. Barrel once again going to get caught out and will just explode. Doran takes a trip over the rocks, and he's flashing forward. Doesn't find the Impale. The knockup comes in, and now Perfect! He flashes in, he's got the Dominus running Slice and Dice and dead! As now Viper's gonna turn it, he finds the volley onto 3 members, the blast cone to try and negate the aggression, and Viper says, nah man, still gonna kill you, finds the volley from behind the wall, and Arrow will connect onto Deft. He doesn't have a cleanse for that one, and he will just be wiped out. What is it, 12.5 minutes, as Beryl is going to at least get one back. Meanwhile in live, Earth lies on the ground.
I just want to take this moment
to
remind everyone that BDD is very good at Talia.
He's also providing Warwick a new skin. It's actually a very old skin.
Yeah, and now Perfect at 2. But yeah, BDD, very good at Talia if those champions are fair when they're playing against anything else.
Well, some plants now in the pit. Hanwha Esports do manage to take down the Rift Herald. Stranglethorns does a fair bit of work. Interrupts the headbutt, in fact, as Delight. I don't know whether he's going to be able to get out of this one, and the anchor connecting should be able to spell the end of him. Does have flash.
Oh.
Will flash the wall. He has so. It's just.
I feel like that's the one, right? Like, don't get me wrong, this game's been going pretty badly.
Especially for Zeka fans at that time, you know, when people were saying, well, it could have been a lot of different mid laners, but it is similar.
Oh no, oh no.
Yeah, it's a bit of a face check situation here. Crowstorm does come on out. There's the ulti! They don't want just one, but maybe it's a bridge too far. Never mind, he's fine. He's able to get just rebound and totally sorted. BDD, that was optimistic at best. As Viper is in the river.
Oh, not again.
And he's flashing a wall. Jeff says, not this time.
Yeah, it's
been really weird. Like all of the games, in their own ways, have been weird. As Def's going to try and get out of there. He's not going to be able to, as Zeka is just going to execute him.
Yeah, sadly, bin his flash, killing Viper, which I think every single person in the world would say was justified. But it did make him pay. Oh no.
Koshik thought that maybe he could go to the jungle, and I don't know whether that was something that in fact he could do. As at least he gets the Merc Wolf. And that's an Impale onto BDD. He's also going to be sacrificed.
You know, in some way, I think it's just because it's KT on Live Esports instead. But in some way, Bro Genji felt less brutal than this.
Yeah, this feels more brutal. You're right. You're right.
It's
maybe it's expectation, but even expectation,
I think
was
it's
pretty low.
It's a lot of it's just the whole package, you know, everything together. I just want to draw your eyes to, I mean, this, he has the Triforce. He has the Triforce at least now. But like, look at the mid gap.
Yeah. To lock this one down, it is another Ocean Drake this time, as the arrow will connect onto Pyoshik. That's a pretty powerful one, as Barrel just going to try and play bodyguard, not able to interrupt. The Crow Storm as Peanut takes down the Zyra. Deft just wanting to try and do some damage in this instance, but it is a bloodbath, and it is all KT's blood on the ground. Perfect just trying to clear out the wave, because that's all he really has left. Viper going to be gifted a triple kill. The Zyra win rate is now even, if they aren't able to turn this one around, as Delight was not the one they were really going to aim for. This time Deft's going to make his way out. Kyoshik going to get impaled, does manage to get the Stranglethorns down, but it does absolutely nothing, as Extendo Beam will try to deter Hanwha Esports from going for the dive. As what? That's a lot of damage there from Zek. I don't know why I was that surprised.
He is absurdly fed.
He is
3 levels up on BDD.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a very large Yone. As now the rest of Hanwha Life going to be able to break down this inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Peanut Does have Crowstorm at the ready. And look to dive in on top of KT as, he's not very tanky as Perfect, unfortunately. Does throw down the Dominus here as there's the Crowstorm. Dives on top of Beryl. He's going to flash out. Deft makes his way out as well. Still has his flash up and available, but Hanwha Esports still have more than 50% on everyone as they take down their second inhibitor of the game. And it is back-to-back stomps today. What is this? We wanted to have some lore time, some discussion time, but instead, it is just brutality here. First from Genji, now from Hanwha Esports. As Doran's throwing rocks around, they're looking to take their first Nexus turret of the game. Hook gonna go wide there. Optimistic from Beryl.
Yeah, Skarner poke doing so much.
Yeah, there's the flash forward. Deft is able to make his way out. Utilizes the flash to do so, but now the Nexus is exposed. Arrow will connect onto the Zyra, as now they're looking to try and pad some stats. Ulti comes through from Zeka, but that fountain still does some damage. Can they get some kills? They cannot. Not before the Nexus is